Hey, it's the Fort Worth Playboy.
And my Playboys Bunny.
And what we want to discuss today is one weird trick to increase your confidence.
Yeah.
It's a little strange. So what is unfortunate is that most guys, if you're not a natural, if you're trying to learn game, you're kind of new to the red pill, most guys attempt to nice guy their way into a girl's pants. And a beta is based off of being very ingratiating, kind of weak, wanting to please, super polite, very caring, understanding, all these things that girls actually don't like or care too much about.
Right.
So what I would suggest to help you kind of develop a demeanor of self-importance is to be less polite.
Yeah.
And the idea came to me is like, I was riding in an elevator with a girl, and you're so used to like letting the girl off first. It's just the polite thing to do. It's the proper. And I thought, well, wherever I'm going is far more important than where she's going. It has to be because I'm a guy. And so when the doors open, I walked out. She can walk out behind me because it's just little things. So what I'm suggesting, I know, so it doesn't sound crazy, is be less polite.
Yeah.
It's good to condition your brain and your physical actions to be less. Don't hold the door. Don't open doors. Don't wait. Leave the elevator first. Don't stand up. You don't have to be overly polite. Mm-hmm. It's good conditioning. And it tends to get girls' attention.
Yes.
Because they're so, and it's weird, because they're kind of like, and one caveat for those who are autistic out there, it doesn't mean be rude.
Yeah.
It just simply means remove the politeness. Because generally self-important men aren't very polite.
Yeah.
They're more determined to focus on what they're doing and get the job done.
And I think that's an important way to put it. We're not encouraging you to be rude. We're encouraging you not to go out of your way to be polite.
Which most of us are, very much so. I mean...
And again, we're not talking about your grandmother or
your
mother.
Pregnant women.
Or, yeah.
No, I mean, and if... At the end of the day is, yes, if it's what would you say, a special population.
Yeah.
Or somebody as old as your grandmother, of course, you open the door. I mean, that's...
We're talking about people that
your peers or near peer.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's good conditioning because all you're doing is training yourself.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to get anything out of it. You don't have to hit them. You don't have to run game on them at that moment. But it imbues your brain with a sense of self-importance, which is lacking in most men.
Yeah.
Especially, they're like, how can I help you? Really, it's about, I'm here. How can you help me? Or they're going through life self-centered, which is extremely...
erotic for women.
For women, they're so used to men being aware of them, or kowtowing, or engaging them in small talk.
Yeah.
No, you don't have to.
Like we have a female client, who was messing around with one man, and then got a serious boyfriend, serious, quote unquote serious, who was very kind. The kind boyfriend was going out of his way, always buying gifts, always taking her on trips, all of this stuff. But it was the other guy who she couldn't stop thinking about. She said, when I'm not around him, it's like I don't even exist.
She's never been happier.
And she could not stop thinking about him. And she couldn't stop scrunching her face every time the actual boyfriend, who's going out of his way and spending thousands upon thousands of dollars each week just to make her happy, she would scrunch her face at anything he was doing.
Anything.
And get excited and perked up every time the other one was around. So, and he truly had no interest or care what was going on in her world.
He never bought her flowers.
No.
Never opened a car door.
No.
Never texted her back. I mean, you name it.
No.
All these things, but it's but what we're suggesting, of course, is, when you eliminate the politeness and the niceties, there's still things to talk about. There's still ways you carry yourself through the world.
Absolutely.
But you're putting yourself first.
It's just a confidence builder
Yeah.
that sets
helps
your
condition.
mind in the right frame.
Exactly. And it will be a little weird at first.
Yeah.
You know, because you're doing things that you're not, and you know your parents told you always hold the door. You know, don't do it. And I would say going out on dates, I'm sure some girls would just don't hold the door for, except maybe the restaurant, but like you don't have to open her car door.
And I think it's also important to say this is more on the front end.
Yes, very early.
You
very
know.
early. Or when you're just moving out amongst the public.
Yeah.
It's conditioning your brain.
Yeah.
So you'll be less ingratiating in private.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Just try, and if you tried this, you know, mention it in the comments.
Yeah,
Because
we'd love
it's
to know
tough
your
on people
experiences.
to do it, but it works. It works down the road too.
It is.
Have a great day.
Bye.